All right, let's jump right in. Today we're going to break down a really significant shift happening in business education. It's a brand new blueprint designed to create leaders, not for the world we used to know, but for the one that's unfolding right in front of our eyes. We're going to see exactly how the Ateneo Graduate School of Business is redesigning its MBA from the ground up.
And this really gets to the heart of the matter. It makes you ask a pretty fundamental question. In a world that's changing so fast, is a traditional MBA still going to cut it? Is it really giving leaders the tools they need for what's coming next? That's the exact problem this new curriculum is trying to solve.
So to really get the solution, we first have to understand the sheer scale of the challenge. Look, we're not just in a period of change, we're in a period of radical, deep transformation, and that demands a completely new way of thinking about leadership.
Now this slide really puts things in perspective. Think about it. The first revolution was all about steam power. The second, electricity and the assembly line. The third brought us computers and digital tech. Each one totally reshaped the world. But this fourth industrial revolution, the 4IR, it's a different beast entirely. It's this fusion of the physical, digital, and even biological worlds, all driven by things like AI and the Internet of Things. And the speed? It's exponential. The old playbooks for business are becoming obsolete, and it's happening fast.
So, if the world is changing that dramatically, how in the world do you educate leaders for it? Well, you have to start a revolution of your own. And in education, that means flipping the whole philosophy from just knowing things to being able to actually do things. And this new approach has a name: outcome-based education, or OBE. The key here is that it completely flips the traditional model on its head. So instead of starting with, okay, what book should we read? OBE starts by asking, what must our graduates be able to do successfully in the real world on day one? Then everything else, the classes, the projects, the exams, it's all designed backward from that specific goal.
In this quote from William Spatty, who's basically the father of this whole framework, just nails it. It's all about designing the entire system with the end result, the outcome in mind. The focus isn't on the process of teaching anymore, it's on the result of learning, which is a competence you can actually demonstrate.
This slide just lays it all out, right? The old way versus the new way. We're moving from a world that's centered on teaching and theoretical knowledge to one that's centered on learning and real-world application. It's no longer good enough to just know the theory of marketing. You have to be able to build and execute a real marketing plan. That's the heart of this doing revolution.
Okay, so that's the philosophy. It's a big idea. But how does that translate into an actual curriculum? Let's pull back the curtain and see how the Ateneo Graduate School of Business actually built its modern MBA.
They built it like a pyramid. The foundation, naturally, is that solid base of management fundamentals. You know, your finance, your marketing, your operations, the essentials. But this is where it gets unique. On top of that base, they add three powerful cornerstones to address the modern world. And it's all held together by a core philosophy, with everything pointing to one single goal at the time: leadership skills for the fourth industrial revolution.
The first cornerstone is responsible business. This is a huge shift away from the old model of the only thing that matters is shareholder profit. Now it's about creating value for everyone: your employees, your customers, society, even the planet. It weaves ethics and sustainability right into the fabric of business strategy.
The second cornerstone? Digital business. And this isn't just about learning how to use software. This is about being able to lead a company through a massive digital transformation responsibly. It means you understand data, you get analytics, but you also understand the ethical side of technology, making sure that innovation actually serves people.
And what holds it all together? What's the glue at the center of the pyramid? It's the Jesuit core. Now, this is a timeless philosophy that's been updated for today's crazy world, and it infuses the entire program with values. Things like service, integrity, and this beautiful concept of cura personalis, which basically means care for the whole person. It ensures that graduates aren't just smart professionals, but also good, ethical leaders.
Okay, so you build this entire structure. What's the final product? What's the ultimate outcome? Well, this whole framework is meticulously designed to produce a very specific and very needed kind of leader.
And this is it. This is the goal, the ideal AGSB graduate. They're a responsible business leader, first and foremost. They're fully equipped with the leadership skills needed for the 4IR. They can actually lead the digital transformation of their organization effectively and ethically. And maybe most importantly, they exemplify those Ignatian values of expertise, service, and integrity. This is the final product the whole curriculum is built to create.
All right, let's bring this down to a practical level. What does this structure actually mean for you as a student? How does it help you master what you need for your own career?
What's really clever about the system is that it's designed to be both tough and flexible. You can see here how the learning outcomes are actually tailored for different MBA programs. So whether you're in the standard MBA, the middle managers program, or a specialized one like the MBA in health, the core skills are applied and contextualized for your specific career path. This makes sure that what you're learning is directly relevant to the challenges you're facing every day at work.
So how do you succeed in a model like this? The advice is really clear. First, from day one, know your outcomes. Understand what the goal is. Second, shift your mindset from just completing assignments to actually mastering the skills. Third, and this is so important, apply what you learn. Take the lesson from the classroom on Tuesday and use it at your job on Wednesday. And finally, keep a growth mindset and always be thinking about how every single piece connects to that big final capstone project.
And that brings us right back to where we started. In a world that's being totally defined by the Fourth Industrial Revolution, an education that's built on doing rather than just knowing, one that integrates responsibility, digital fluency, and a strong ethical core. Well, it might not just be an alternative. It might be the only real way forward. So the question remains, is this the future of business education? That's a question I think every aspiring leader needs to be asking themselves right now.